Hello, hello, hello. Manners, manners, manners. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? I am Exodus, and this is the Exodus Automotive channel. And we are continuing on with our GS. So we just did the crank seal. Let me just show you something real quick. You need a tool. Now, this is the same tool that you need, but with different bolts to take off the harmonic crank pulley. Yeah, you bolt it on. All right, this one here is a 10 millimeter. Okay, so yeah, it's like a depressor type thing. Other than that, let's continue on reassembling, get back to our timing. I just took care of the crank seal. Yeah, um, know how it goes. Low battery type thing. Okay, let's put our crank sprocket back. You see it? That little indentation right here. That's your timing mark. And if you look right here, this little dot, that's the timing mark, number one cylinder, top dead center. It has a keyway, two of them. Yeah, one to the front, one to the rear. Now, you know Palmolive dishwashing liquid. I'm going to put a little Palmolive dishwashing liquid in here and let's see how smoothly it works. Palmolive dishwashing liquid, super lubricant. Let's see. I guess not. My rubber mallet. This little thing keeps the sprocket from moving, and it also keeps the belt in place on the side and the bottom half of the crank sprocket. 10 millimeter goes right here. Now, just catch a few threads. You want to leave him loose? Yes, for right now. Okay, so everything is together now. Yeah, our timing mark is set here. This is our timing mark for this cam. This mark here, yes, is the actuator mark. This is your actual cam mark. How you load this thing is it's hydraulic, so you have to load it to set the timing. Now you need for this, go back. When this comes to the mark here, now you are seeing me do it by hand, yes? Okay. So when this mark comes here, it free spins back this way, yes? Now, when it comes back to this mark, when you come forward, right, it stops at this mark here. You cannot go forward anymore. If you go forward more, you are moving the timing, advancing it. This is where it stops. So this is where is it that say you have loaded this position, where to say that you have that. That's how you set the timing on this. As I said, it will free spin backwards to this mark here and stop. When this free spins and stops here, you know that it's loaded. If it's not loaded, when you bring it back here, this is going to be off. You have to load it some more, bring it back until you get this perfectly lined up here. Load it forward, and I would recommend that say you do it in twos, 1, 2, 3 twos, and so forth. So if you are loading it, I would suggest that say you go 1 tooth, so you would count it where to say one tooth past the crank, past the cam marking. Yes, 1 tooth. You bring it back. If it's not lined up and stops and locks at that position, you go 2 tooth. 2 tooth this way. So your marking will be your counter. One, and now you go 2 this way. Yes, bring it back. If your cam marking is not where it needs to be, count over 3 tooth. You go forward 3 tooth. Yes, and then bring it back. That's how you load this. All right, let's get our timing belt. Okay, I like to have my writing up top, so rest in here. Now I'm gonna come to the side. Yeah, okay, that little piece that I just told you about, take it out. Okay, you don't want to go too far with it, but just take it out for now because you want to make sure that the belt is sitting in the sprocket tooth. All right, my writing won't end up top. Okay, now we're fully on the bottom. This one, you see how, move your hand, the tooth just falls right in, a little too loose. So how do we get it to look now? It will come this way, right there, to guitar string type thing. All right, now if it is lined up properly, it should fall in all gears, all the tooth without no adjustment. The slack side should be on the tensioner side. When you pull the pin, the tensioner will rise, and when you spin the motor, it will keep applying tension to it. This is good. This is perfect. Right? Now that your belt is sitting there, put your guide back in, tighten him up. 10 millimeter. Okay, good. You mark? Perfect, perfect. Okay, now, yeah. All right, all right. So, here's your timing marks. Yes, belt. Pull your pin. Your guide is on. Put your bolt back in. Turn your motor 360 degrees. One complete full turn. Yeah. Make sure you feel compression stroke 6 times. Coming back around. Right there. Okay. I'm going to do one last recap so that we are sure. We're going to put the cover back on now. This is your exhaust cam. Here is your timing mark. Here is your intake cam. Here is your timing mark. Here is your actuator mark. Yes. Now, in order to load the actuator, you have to go forward, count it by tooth, bring it back. When you are locked in place, it will stop on its marker. If you are not locked in place, you're gonna have to, and you keep on doing it until you get to this point and it's locked in place. When you rotate it, this marker should come here and stop. You should not be able to rotate anymore. If you rotate past your marker, do it over again. Keep on doing it until, and it must be done by hand. Okay, and your timing mark down the bottom here. Once your belt is on, start with this side, bring it over. This should have slack on it. This should have a little tension on there. Put your plate back on, pull your pin, rotate the motor 360 degrees. Your timing marks should come back in place. If not, start all over again. This here, uh, if you needed to take this off, you can. Same procedure, lower the alternator, lower your tensioner. You're going to need a vise to push the pin back in, to push the piston in, to put the tensioner back together. All right. Bottom cover, plate is on, your guide is tight. Okay. It is sitting flush. Put your bolts in. I switched over to a short socket because the long socket was hitting here, so it was making the threads point downwards. Disaster for, you know, cross threading. Okay, I'm going to step up to a 3/8. our crank pulley. Okay, see the keyway? Yeah. Make sure that you are lined up with the keyway. Okay, let's get our mallet. All right. Now on our bolt, I'm gonna use a little Loctite. All right. Put a little Loctite blue. Not much. Now you could tighten this thing, but you could not over tighten it also. Yes. So how you hold on to it so that you could tighten it is to have the valve cover off, the belt on. You know, there are tools that you could use to lock in place and so forth. Now, with that, Loctite blue, my stubby half-inch gun turned up to 3 forward position. That's it. I see that say it moved, it went in, it's locked in place. If you feel uncomfortable, hit it one more time. Yes. Now, it didn't move anymore. As I says, you can over tighten this thing, push the crank, bolt, automatic balancer against the sprocket, pushes against the oil pump, damages it. Spin your motor, 360. I don't know if you could see it. See this white mark? Exactly on the zero. Timing marks exactly where they need to be. If you wanted to double check to see if your timing was correct. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm telling you. Let's put a little Loctite on this guy here. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take my hand and just, it's very, very fine thread. Yeah. Just like that. Now we're not gonna use the gun and put it back. Yeah. No. Take your time. Make sure you catch threads. Nice and smooth. Yeah. Nice and smooth. There you go. Get a half-inch. Hey, craftsman. Hold on there. See it? Craftsman. If I told you that, so this was my original very first ratchet. Half-inch ratchet out of a craftsman set. Yeah, see it? We're talking a whole lot of years later. All right, got him. Okay, just like that. Yes. Now, remember our little friend here? I'm gonna put one in the center. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the other one, but there we go. Okay. And just put a little special on the end here. So now it has all three. Yes. There we go. Remove the extension. All right. Now, oops, our power steering plate comes up the back. Yeah. Line it up. Oh, I was wondering why this thing giving me such of a hard time. Wasn't properly lined up. Grab your bolts. Now, this bolt is shorter, or I should say, yeah, is shorter than the others, right? So the two longest one go up to the power steering. This one here, this washer sits behind the bracket on the bottom bolt. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, 14, just as how you see it. That's to make sure. One by hand. Don't forget to make sure that that washer goes behind the plate. Okay. Water pump pulley. Now with the water pump pulley, some would put Loctite on there. But the problem with that is when it's in the event that you have to remove it, yeah, you're gonna pull the whole entire thing out. You know. Okay. When the belt is on, you could do it again. Okay. I don't know about you, but I did not remember how it. So I'm very grateful for the router that's on the side of the passenger side fender. So we have alternator, comes around to the tensioner. Okay, just like that. So let's take off The smallest pulley is the alternator. Put it on the crank, come back down. Okay. Always work with the smallest pulley. '14, driver's direction. Come on, buddy. Okay. Well, okay. Hold it. Nice and smooth. Perfect. There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's put our wire harness back on the side here. Yeah. This can unclamp. We should have done it earlier, but yeah, we don't have any coolant traveling. So let's get our wires back into play. Now this guy here. So now that our wiring is in, let's get our coils in. Now, this is the number one coil. All right. So remember I said that I was going to replace the boots. Yeah. Now, there's a company that sells replacements. Yeah. No need let's see. Okay. So this end faces downwards, and this guy here is your number one. Now the plug is back here, so he's gonna go in. Let's see where. Okay, he goes in like this. All right. Only one bolt holds him in place. There we go. Oh, I'm not gonna say it, so don't even think it. Hmm. Something not right. Let me come on the other side. See what's going on with it. It's either that or this is not our number one coil. If he turns like this, which I believe it does, okay. So the plug faces backwards. All right. Now these color coded, yes, and they're numbered. Number 3, yes. Okay. So you see it is like this, right? Now let's find number 1, and that will process of elimination. That's 3. I just saw the number. Okay, this is 3, and this is number 1. So move that out of our way. number one will plug in right here. Yes, and it goes down. Now, okay, so number two is covered, and this is number five. So number five is right here. Yeah, that's number five right there. And this is number three right here. Okay, make sure that they're down and clipped in. Okay, now when I took it off yesterday, I rested down just like this. This is the old one here. Yeah, now the shortest wire looped around like this. So I take it that's it was number one. Yeah, because it sat down. Is there a number on this? Oh, okay. So this is number one wire here. So he was like this. Yes. So number one, number five plugs in up top here. Move this out the way. Run this underwards. Number five comes up top. Okay, so that's number five there. And number one went, let's see, number one went to the back. Come on there. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's a number three plugs in like right here. And number one travels to the back. Okay, so, hold on there 1 second. Number five. This is number five. And this is number one. Okay, correct. So number one travels to the back. All the way down. Here I'm clip. Number three in the center. Yeah. Now, and number one right here. Okay, people. Okay. Looks good to me. Tighten down your 10 here now. I took out the Allen key. Too much of an inconvenience. Okay. Now, everything is back together up top here. This is where you found it when we started. Okay. Push this guy back in. He's gonna turn like that. That's plugged in, that's in, that's in. Our radiator hose. Alright, let's put our intake back in. Alright. See them? Alright. Press them down like that. Now, he's on. Once he's on, you're good. Now you're gonna have to stretch him a little. Reason being is that to line up on the stud. Yeah. So you may have to just, there we go. Now you can double check. Okay, he slid it. He came off. So let's see how we get our hand in there to put him back on. Okay. Now I can't see it, but I could feel it. Yes. Okay. All right. It's the correct piping. Now let's see if we could just slide him up. Okay. He's on there. Nice and good. Yeah. Okay. And the one that's on the bottom, you can't see him. Now, something I just realized, our plug will fall down in the cracks there. This guy here. All right. Put your vacuum line on. Very important. Okay. Plug your solenoid in. Now, let's get this guy up here. Okay. Plug your solenoid in. You can't forget. Now, this guy here, he's going to attach right here. There we go. Slide your clamp back down. Nice. Okay. Now, just enough. Perfect. This guy here. And this guy here. Okay. Everybody is round up. Now I just need a wrench. And now, remember what I said about this guy down here. Yeah. Make sure that it's sitting. Your wrench is sitting on there. Yeah. There we go. Now you don't get very much. You could push your hand down here. Right? You don't get very much. I'm not comfortable with the wrench. Unless we come down like this to the side of it. Yeah, there we go. Hey, however you got to get it without breaking anything else. So if you got to squeeze in the most awkward places, yeah, so be it. Now you may ask yourself, so why don't I use a ratchet socket on these. They're soft, and it's the intake. You just want to make sure that they are tight. That's all you want to do. You don't want to create any more problems than you necessarily have to. Okay, we use a socket on that one. Quarter-inch deep with the mid-size, and that's all we need right there. Okay, PCV valve. Check your O-ring. Okay, this way was so much easier. Oh my Lord. Okay, good. Okay, these two here, one nut. All right, now this is your coolant line. So I'm gonna just put it back the way that is it that I got it. This is how I took it off. Yeah. Okay. All right. Line up our bolts. The one on this in the center. Yeah. Way back there. Okay. This was way easier. Breaking it down. All right. Put your bolt back here. Okay. These gonna go on first like this. Okay. Okay, we're all wrapped up on the bottom. This guy goes right here. Let's get some coolant. Hoses are back on. Check the oil. It did. Let's double check. Okay. Getting up there. Yeah. There you go. Nice and smooth. Yeah. Nice and smooth. How we doing? Yeah, starting to digest. Burn off all of that smoke from off of the exhaust. Yeah. Warming up. So with that being said, alternator has a slight whisper to it. I don't know if you like it, but what can I tell you? Alright, so tying in the water pump, alternator, cam seal, crank seal, spark plugs, coil juice, valve cover gasket. What else? If I forgot something, I forgot something. But I would like to say thank you. Say thank you for another viewing. 2001 Lexus GS 300 with the 3.0. Alright. My name is Exodus, and this is the Exodus Automotive channel. Thank you for the support. Thank you for your viewings. You know me, I'm only looking for someone to just do a good job and say, hey, yeah, you know, nothing more, nothing less. But as I said before, that this is not for the likely. Make sure that you are certain of doing this job before, yeah, all right. I was just like, more than anything else, thank you for your support. Let's try to keep the Exodus movement, keep it moving, yeah? All right, with that being said, Exodus.